Tonight's forecast is sponsored by Ashbrook Audiology, where relationships matter.
And good to have you with us here on this Tuesday. We hope you are enjoying your day thus far. It has been a very calm day with a mix of clouds and some sun here and there, but it does appear that those clouds are going to be thickening and increasing later on tonight. I'm Weatherman Dustin Staples. I'm glad to have you with us here. We're glad to have you with us as our support system continues to grow across Martinsville, Henry County. And again, our friends at Chapman Malls Cable, a big shout out to you as you are one of our newest folks checking us out here on your cable provider. Thanks so much for watching us on Facebook. If you check us out on there, our daily newscast are uploaded on there just in case if you miss them on TV. But again, we are always running our newscasts throughout the night. And of course, they are, if you miss them, you can go back and watch them anytime, as we're always updating you on Facebook when live alerts take place. We're the place to go for the information. So ahead of our forecast tonight, again, we saw the mix of clouds. Now we're going to begin to see the rain moving in later on tonight. Our lows are going to be staying in the mid 50s this evening, thanks to that cloud cover. That'll be pretty much dominating us like a blanket. So we get more cloud cover. Our temperatures don't budge much. Of course, if there's a wind out there, that doesn't really help either, unless it's just going to create a wind chill. But no wind chills expected. Just lots of rain showers later on tonight. Our lows again staying in the mid 40s with those rain increasing later in the day. So as you're making your way started on your Wednesday, you may wake up to a few areas of clouds out and about, but again, we're going to remain fairly sunny with highs getting up in the lows into mid 70s. There will be, again, that southwest breeze from time to time. So if you're having any plans tomorrow, just keep in mind that there's not going to be any concerns of wind chill. We could be flirting near 80 degrees as the first 80 degree of the year, as we haven't hit many of those just yet, but we've seen lots of 70s for the month of March. So far, I think we allocated for about roughly 20 of those days of March, or 17 to 19 of those days of March were roughly right around the 70s. We allocated more 40s and 50s over the weekend. As you know, March was a fluctuating month with those daytime weekend high temperatures. Would go from the 70s back to the 40s and 50s. Of course, right now, looking beyond the outlook, I'm not foreseeing any major extreme cool downs in our area. So that's some good news. But our high temperatures for much of our area, 72 Menazeden outside of Claudeville there in Patrick County, coming in at 77 in Stewart outside of Patrick Springs, 79 again, Martinsville, Henry County, Ridgeway. Race weekend here, as you know, there's going to be a great weekend for that. So no weather worries for our friends out here in the Ridgeway district. We'll have your race weekend forecast coming up on Thursday. So welcome to our first time visitors. If you're watching us on Facebook, or if you're here in the community just checking out the race, we're glad that you are here. Friends to the north of us in Franklin County, Boones Mill, Sidnersville, up towards the Route 40, Highway 40, more of a Route 40 than more of it is a highway that runs up towards Boones Mill there, mid to upper 70s. Again, for our folks along 220/58, looking to be just fine as you make your way out and about for tomorrow. But again, we'll begin to see that sunshine diminish later in the day as we have a threat of storms that could possibly be impacting the area later on your Wednesday. So we're keeping a very close eye on that. Right now, there's a storm prediction center out of Norman, Oklahoma, has placed our area out of just a marginal risk of severe weather. That is a level 1 out of 5 on the severe weather scale. So that is nothing to be too worrisome about, but to let you know that there is attention for the potential for some severe weather late tomorrow evening. Right now, the main concern would be, heavy rain. We could see a little bit of flash flooding. Right now, the tornado threat is not looking high, thankfully, but again, it's not zero either. So we have to continue to emphasize that possibility is there with some spin up, can't be rolled out either. So we got to keep a close eye on that. And again, the chance of hail, not too high, but again, there's a potential that any storm that does develop, we could get that cool air draft thousands of feet up as that cool air is rushing with that warm air that could create a little bit of a hail. Of course, that is what pings during our summer months. And of course, we get hail sometimes during winter storms, when particularly if there's enough warm air interacting with that. But then, that kind of converts over to sleet as we have seen more colder weather during the winter months as we compare that to the summer. and springtime months. So just keep that in mind. Just so again, much of tomorrow, a lot of beautiful temperatures out here, lots of sunshine, but that increasing of severe weather threat is on the way as you make your way into late Wednesday into Thursday. So that could possibly impact some race weekend if you're coming into town, or if you know folks coming in to town Wednesday into Thursday, let them know that, hey, there's a chance of severe weather moving in. May want to hold off, will either move it coming in earlier on the day on Wednesday or possibly coming in a later day on Thursday. By that time, we'll begin to see, of course, the truck race, and a lot of those races are happening this weekend. Things are looking just fine on top of that as well. So welcome, race fans, if you're visiting for the first time, or if you're just a local and you're hanging out with us. We always appreciate your company and your support as well. If you're visiting for the first time, wondering who we are, of course, we are the only 5 p.m. station newscast here in Martinsville, Henry County. We're proud to announce that with daily updates on Facebook and on our website at BTW21.com. You can check that out. Everybody does a phenomenal job here on the team, updating you on sports and breaking news alerts. And of course, I'm here updating you with the local weather forecast, as we're always doing so each and every afternoon. So that's all the time I have for you. I appreciate your time, and thanks so much for checking us out here. We are going to turn things back over to Luis at the news desk, as we have a lot more BTW21 news to get to. I'll catch you later on Wednesday with that severe weather threat moving in late Wednesday into early Thursday morning.
Your BTW21 weather forecast is sponsored by Zentmeyer Chiropractic.